9 months pregnant Zimbabwean lady lands in serious trouble in the UK. Teresa is a beautiful Zimbabwean lady who thought that she met the love of her life when she met a 30-something years old Zimbabwean guy who has a history, is an expert when it comes to fraud. This man has been to jail for committing bank fraud. He is a well-known guy who targets people within the Zimbabwean community. Teresa fell in love with this man and thought that she has met the love of her life. Meanwhile, this gentleman has had other children with women from, we suspect, within the Zimbabwean community. Different women, he's got different children from them. This guy reports has it that he is someone that knows how to entice women with nice gifts and nice presents, and before you know what, the women, they have fallen for this guy. If you know anyone, because this guy is still out there, especially young female, kindly ensure that they see this video, because there are valuable lessons that can be learned from the story of our sister Teresa, who lives in the southwest of England. Good afternoon. The Launch Club is where you will hear the daily update about the diaspora news. We cover the immigrant lived experiences. We share these stories to inform and educate our audience. We believe strongly that knowledge is power. There is no substitute to information. Let's dive into the story of this Zimbabwean guy who has wrecked a lot of people within the Zimbabwean community and the wider community. This guy, he has been to jail, as I said before, for fraud. He's well known. When he met Teresa, this guy was a smooth operator. Report has it that the guy showered Teresa with lovely gifts, and before you know what's happening, Teresa fell in love for this man and they had their first baby. Teresa was pregnant with a second baby. She was looking forward to the wedding. This guy was telling her all the things that she needed to hear, telling her that she was the love of his life. He was going to spend the rest of his life with Teresa, and Teresa believed everything this man was telling her. But what she didn't know was that there was a banger. This guy was just telling Teresa all these things. He had his own plan. Before you know what was happening, Teresa, she was in a different level.
This is so traumatizing. Like, his whole family have shunned us away. I haven't committed a crime. I haven't cheated. I haven't done anything. This is somebody that was saying he loves me so much, he wants to marry me. Like, this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm actually very traumatized by all of this.
So as you heard from Teresa, she said this guy was telling her that he wanted to marry her, and she believed this guy. When Teresa fell pregnant for this guy, she was expecting the second child for this guy. What she didn't know was that this guy had something in stock for her. Teresa, when this guy was released from jail, the guy in question, when he was released from jail, he went in, he rebranded himself. He started selling COS. He collected a lot of money from people from the Zimbabwe community and scammed them. When Teresa heard that this guy, who has been telling her that the night before he came to Teresa's house with the other child, he was telling Teresa that Teresa is the love of his life, that he was going to get married to Teresa and they will spend their lives together, not knowing that this brother completely has another woman that he was planning to get married to. On the day of the wedding, Teresa was in for a shock when her friend alerted her that the man that she was with the night before, who was telling her that he was going to spend the rest of his life with her, that man is about to get married to someone else. And the man in question that we are talking about is this no other person than this man, Muyoro Mengondi. This guy is a ruthless Zimbabwean scammer. This guy collected a lot of money from people from Zimbabwe community, and there are reports that some people act of frustration that Muyoyo Mugoma did to them, some of them have ended up taking their own life. On the day of the wedding in question, Teresa went there thinking that how can the man who was telling her the night before, the man that was telling her that he was going to spend the rest of his life with Teresa, how can this man be so callous to the point where the night before he was telling Teresa that he wants to spend the rest of his life with Teresa, not knowing full well that the next day this brother was getting married to someone else. Some people have criticized Teresa to say Teresa's action, which landed her in trouble, that what she did is wrong, that she should not have exposed her child, who is still a baby, a toddler, to this scene where there was a lot of drama, that this can have emotional harm on the child. Let me know what your views are about this story. When Teresa found out that this guy was getting married, she rushed to the scene. As soon as she arrived on the scene, she found herself in trouble because the police had to intervene. The police were called to the scene. And as soon as the police were called to the scene, Teresa was in shock. This is what Teresa said.
I haven't threatened to kill. How do I kill anyone in my situation? Search me. I don't have a weapon on me.
But what we're saying,
that's a false
if
report.
You look at it from like a black and white point of view, he's getting married to somebody today. You're his ex-partner. You're pregnant with his child, and you've got a child.
When you're telling me you love me just yesterday.
Okay, but you turned up at the wedding.
Yes.
That's only going to cause trouble, isn't it? There's not going to be another reason why.
No, I wanted my child to go to this.
The police were called to the scene. That is the police officers. When they arrived in the scene, they were talking to Teresa.
Father's wedding.
Okay.
And I wanted to say bye.
Okay. But maybe
I've recorded everything, so there's never been a threat to. How do I kill the father of my children? I'm not that heartless.
This might not be the best environment to try and speak to him.
Okay, I can understand that, but I don't like how you've come to me. You've actually pulled me, and it has been. You did. You grabbed me. You did.
Everything's been recorded.
Yeah. Okay. So it will be able to watch it back. You did actually touch me uncomfortably.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to do something that I wasn't. I was simply walking, trying to hush a crying baby, and I am heavily pregnant. How can I kill anyone?
Okay, but we're uniformed police officers, and we've told you to stop, and you've carried on walking. Okay. Now we've had this conversation, and we're trying to work out what's happened. But the way that you presented trying to walk off,
I wasn't. I was
coupled
walking
with the reports
here,
that
guys.
we've had.
But
you're making it seem as if I was walking all the way down the field or something.
Yeah. Yeah. But ultimately, it's important for us to have this conversation, isn't it?
Yeah.
We need to find out what's happening.
Yeah, I think speak to me. I never tried.
You say it with my colleague. I'm going to go. What's his name?
Problem. Munyara Zimangoma. My baby daddy.
But can you understand from our perspective?
Yeah, I can understand. Sorry, Z.
And ultimately, we just want to find out what's happened. We understand that there's two sides to every story, isn't there? And we spoke to you. My colleague will go and speak to your ex-partner, and then we'll try and resolve it. Okay?
Yeah. I was neither banned nor was I invited. I'm not going to lie and say I was invited.
Yeah.
But I don't see the crime I've committed by coming today, and I don't deserve to be touched by her. Like I'm a threat in front of people. That's so wrong.
But you have to understand the information that we're provided.
You were told that's a false report, which is actually a crime.
But we don't know that.
Well, you're going to find out.
Okay.
Because I want to see where it says I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
Because I have pictures of him giving me a black eye. Domestic violence is already a raised issue.
Okay.
Like, this is wild that he'd say I tried to kill him. Very wild. Okay. I've never been to jail. He has.
Okay. And what's your son's name?
Munya as well.
Munya.
They share the same name. It's a shame he wasn't invited to the wedding.
Okay.
The question I'm asking is that do you think that it is fair for Teresa to appear at the wedding on the day that the father of her child was getting married? Do you think that it is fair for Teresa to expose her child to the drama that unfolded in this at the scene? Let me know. The sad reality is that there are a lot of children who, as we understand it, Muyoyo Mugoma has a lot of children for different women. Report had it that this brother fled to Zimbabwe after he came out of prison, but the guy has reappeared again. What about the woman who was getting married to Muyoyo Mugoma, the woman who knows that this man has a history, the way he has been to jail, the way he has treated women in the past? Do you think that it is fair? Teresa was eventually led off the scene by the police officer that came to the scene. And the child, she was at one point she was saying that she's about to have water was about to break, and she feel like she was going to labor. So this guy, as you're seeing there, Muyoyo Mugoma, the guy has money, children for different women, mostly within the Zimbabwe community. And there are reports that this guy is an expert. He specializes in fraud. And this guy collected thousands from people within the Zimbabwe community, promising them COS, and some of these people have ended up committing suicide. Teresa landed herself in serious trouble because of this. Do you think that it is fair? Let me know what your views are for her to expose her child to the day that the father of the child was getting married. Because the father wasn't getting married to her, do you think that it is fair for her to expose her child to the drama that unfolded at the scene? Some people have criticized her, but why some people have said that she didn't do anything wrong? She's a woman who was hurt. Her heart was broken because the man was staying with her the night before, telling her that she is the love of his life, that they are going to spend their life together, not knowing full well that he was getting married to another woman the next day. Muyoyo the Goma, as they call you, you have done a lot of damages to the Zimbabwean community and the African community, brother. I'm sure that you have time to reflect. Having children for different women, at the end of the day, these children are going to grow up. They need a role model in their life. Brother, I just want to reflect on your action, because your actions have caused a lot of damages, especially the people that have ended up committing suicide because you collected money from them because of promising them COS and you ended up not delivering. Share this video because Muyoyo the Goma is still out there in the UK. He's looking for his next victim. It could be you. If you come across this man anywhere, he's a specialist when it comes to fraud, different kinds of fraud, COS, bank fraud, any kind of fraud. This guy is an expert. Don't forget to give this video a like and share so that people can